thought of the name Malayan because one of the inspirations in the creation of the school was our national hero, Dr. Jose Rizal, the pride of the Malay race, who once walked this part of the country just a little over a century ago.
Our vision is to be a global staple of excellence in professional education and research.
MCL is the #1 private school in Calabarzon.
Our mission is to provide the learning environment that would transform our students into globally competitive professionals.
To produce social wealth from the generation of new talents.
Excellence, loyalty, teamwork, discipline, and urgency. These are our core values.
To me, MCL is home.
Malayan is not just the buildings, the grounds, nor the facilities. More so, it is the people who comprise the institution. The smile of a student when he realizes that he just learned something. The embrace of friends without whom one cannot live. The values we instill, excellence and virtue.
MCL is home.
MCL is home.
MCL is home.
I am Malayan.
I am Malayan.
I am
Malay.
I am Malay. I am Malay.
With the COVID-19 pandemic still at large, everything is at a standstill as days turn into months of uncertainty. Filipinos throughout the country struggle to keep themselves afloat. In these trying times, we are called to come together as one, to thrive amidst the challenges that we face. Malayan College's Laguna is steadfast in its efforts to continue surpassing the limits brought about by the situation, dedicating ourselves anew to provide a safe learning environment that would transform our students into globally competitive professionals, even in the most trying of times. Malayan College's Laguna, lighting the way to surpassing the new normal.
All that is normal may have escaped our grasp, but there is one thing that we have held tightly onto: passion. Passion is what drives us forward beyond the borders of the pandemic. Passion is why we continue to serve you quality education, whether you are in the classroom or at home. Passion is why we are ready and why we are dedicated to helping you to be ready regardless of the circumstances. Our promise of excellence and virtue remains right here. When mentoring becomes life coaching, qualified mentors beyond the four walls of the classroom, nurturing in an online learning environment, Malayan Colleges Laguna, leading the way to surpassing the new normal. How do we deliver quality education amidst the pandemic? We make sure that you are equipped with online courses in the safety of your own home. Finding new solutions. Solutions that would help you study more and worry less during these challenging times. We believe that contributing new solutions can surpass all limits. One of the solutions is to go digital. Malayan Colleges Laguna, finding solutions to surpass the new normal.
Okay, so good morning to all our viewers and attendees. Welcome to another session of Viewpoints. My name is Hazel. With me is Miss Mia. We are from the Academic Services Admissions Office. Here with us is Professor James Ronald Messina, our AVP for Academic Services.
Okay, so good morning to our participants for the Viewpoints. Today is March 27, 2021, and this is our pangilan na ba? Sixth or seventh Viewpoint session already. And welcome po to Viewpoints and welcome to Malayan Colleges Laguna. So bagamat virtual po yung ating meeting, dadali namin kayo sa MCL by talking about our program offerings, open admissions, and enrollment. Okay? So please stay tuned. Live po tayo sa Facebook and feel free to invite other interested people to join us for today's meeting. So salamat po for joining. I'll turn you over to Hazel and Mia for the first round of our discussions for this morning.
Okay, so yun nga po, today po we'll be having another session of Viewpoints. So basically, what is Viewpoints po? It is all about online discussion for new students and parents. So this time of the pandemic, we are facing a lot of issues and concerns about online learning. And how are we doing so far as an educational institution? So we will take this opportunity po to speak to the parents and new students po to give information about learning in the new normal and to talk about the open admissions and enrollment. Okay, so good news naman po for everybody. Malayan Colleges Laguna Amapua School is an open admissions for academic year 2021 to 2022. So that means po, pag sinabi po natin na open admissions, we are waiving the entrance examination for new students. So naniniwala po tayo ngayon na dahil pandemic po, gusto po natin makikooperate sa mga restrictions ng government about mass gathering, and unfortunately, we cannot have the entrance exam at present. Ayan po, but don't worry po, later on po siguro pag medyo okay na po yung situation po natin, we will give those new students yung diagnostic test na tinatawag po natin. So this will help us naman po to get the baseline data on their competency level. So para naman po ito makita rin po natin what can the school provide para po dun sa mga learners po natin. Okay, so if you're interested po, pwede na po tayo magpasa ng application natin sa join.mcl.edu.ph. So please be guided of our operating hours. As a precautionary measure against COVID-19, so most of the transactions are remote. So including po yung admissions office doon. So we have a limited business operating schedule. We are open Tuesdays, Wednesdays and Thursdays and Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. So sabi nga po natin, like itong Viewpoints po, we are talking to you right now. So since enrollment po natin and yung admission is remote din po and online, i-grab po sana natin tong opportunities na ganito para hindi na po natin kailangan i-compromise yung safety po ng bawat isa to go out and visit MCL po if you want to know more about the offerings and yung mga application procedures po natin. So meron po tayong Viewpoints and marami po tayong pwedeng pagkuhaan na information like sa website, Facebook page, and you can also call our helplines. Okay, so Malayan Colleges Laguna is a wholly owned subsidiary of Mapua University. Ito po yung nasa Intramuros and Makati. There is also a campus situated in Davao City. Ito naman po yung Malayan Colleges Mindanao, opened in 2017. Yan, so magkakapatid po yung mga institutions na to. We are members of the Yuchenko Group of Companies. So the existence po ng MCL since 2007 is part of the long-term development plan of Mapua University to expand its presence po in Southern Tagalog region. Kaya naman po, we are very happy of being present in Calabarzon. Ayan, so makikita nyo po sa aming map that we are along the South Luzon Expressway, strategically located in Cabuyao City, Laguna. And around us po are numerous industrial and commercial hubs wherein the employability of students are guaranteed dahil nandito lang din po sa region or sa area po natin yung mga prospective employers ng ating mga graduates and students. Yan. So to share with you po, one of the milestones that we are happy to announce po, in October 2019, Malayan Colleges Laguna has been granted an autonomous status by the Commission on Higher Education. And pag sinabi po kasing autonomous status, that means that MCL were given lesser regulatory and control measures of the government, and that will give the school a lot of opportunities to improve our quality system and yung delivery of instruction po. And also to boost yung internalization efforts ng community po. Yan. So kaya din po kami excited na ipamalita ito is because we are a very young institution to be given this recognition and status. So MCL po was able to get the autonomous status from CHED at year 13. Ayan. And that is something that the entire MCL community has been celebrating as one of our success stories. Yan po. So last December 2020 po, we got another milestone, and that is our inclusion, our 3-star rating in the QS World University Rankings. Again, napakabatang institution po ng MCL, pero we are recognized internationally by having this 3-star rating in QS. So aside from the 3-star rating po, we also got a 5-star rating, the highest rating for employability, and 4-star rating for the facilities. So this can serve po siguro as an assurance na rin po to our new student and parents that the entire MCL community will continue to improve our quality and delivery system.
Yeah. So just to emphasize also that ito pong World University Rankings, universities around the world are really exerting a lot of effort to have good ratings in the several areas of the Quaccarelli-Simons. And as Hazel mentioned, it takes time and several years for universities to mature just to get good ratings in the Quaccarelli-Simons. That's why when MCL reached this milestone at year 14, ay napakalaking blessing po ito for the entire MCL community. And this actually helped us a lot in boosting our internationalization efforts and the quality of education that we are offering. So hindi po ito end, but basically this is just another chapter and a challenge for all of us to keep ourselves afloat and keep ourselves in continuous quality improvement mode so that we can deliver the best to our students. So yung mga nakikinig po dito ngayon na college or rather interested to join our college programs, yung 5-star rating po sa employability ng MCL is actually a testimony to quality education because companies will not be hiring MCL graduates if the quality of the graduates and basically the instructional program of MCL ay hindi standard or hindi at par with the needs of the industries. That's why since 2012, we are very happy to share the news and the story that we were able to maintain the 90% employability rating for all our graduates from 3 months to 6 months after graduation. Kaya yan po yung mga nagamit natin to convince the Commission on Higher Education in granting us the autonomous status and also the Quaccarelli-Simons in giving the 5-star rating for employability. We also have 4-star rating in facilities and the overall rating as an institution of 3 stars. So kami po ay nagko-congratulate hindi lamang sa mga faculty members and administrators but also to the alumni dahil sila po ay nagpapatunay na employable ang MCL graduates and they are actually attesting to the quality of education that MCL offers for the past 14 years. Okay? So we can continue, Hazel.
Okay po. So yung next slide po kasi natin, ito na po yung framework po ng viewpoints po natin. So we will talk about naman po the different viewpoints and perspectives from the government, educational institutions, students, and parents. Ayan. So kaya mahalaga na pag-usapan din po natin to para mas maintindihan po natin saan pupunta itong fully online in the new normal. So, Ms. Mia will help me po to discuss about the first viewpoint from the government.
Ayan. Good morning, everyone. Once again, I'm Miss Mia. I'm one of the admissions assistant of MCL. So ngayon po, we will discuss the first viewpoint. So nakita po natin sa ating framework kanina na apat yung pag-uusapan natin na viewpoint. So number one is from the government. So sabi po ng ating Secretary Briones po ng DepEd or ng Department of Education last 2020 po, last May 11, 2020, that we are going into a new normal because we are creating a brave new world, and we have to start with the children to give them courage, to give them initiative, to help them look at problems realistically, and to continually have hope and confidence that they will overcome. So on to the brave new world. Same din po na sabi niya na so in the meantime we cannot have the 9 months idle children being restrained in their home. So we all know naman yung ating situation ngayon na we are in a pandemic situation po. Hindi naman dapat to maging hadlang na mag-stop yung learning na ating mga students. So same with the Commission on Higher Education from Chairman De Vera. So same po na aligned po siya with the Department of Education that quarantine or not, the learning must continue. So that's why MCL is doing its part po to help the students on their learning po. Okay? Next po is the viewpoint number 2 from the educational institution. Okay, so we will be discussing po the viewpoint from educational institution, pero for MCL, this is only for MCL po. We are not representing lahat ng educational institution. So this is only for MCL, but we are sure that most of the universities or other institutions po ay makaka-relate naman din sa ating i-discuss. So as we all are adjusting sa learning environments under new normal, so MCL po provides flexible learning spaces. So ever since naman, since 2007, MCL po ay nagsisimula na or nag-start na or pioneer na kami sa e-learning. So since 2009, MCL have launched the eMCL. So learning everywhere, learning anytime po. Ayan. So blended learning na po kami since 2009. And neto pong 2015, last 2015, we have acquired the learning management system called Blackboard Learn. Yan po ang ginagamit namin na learning management system for all the students, since lahat po ng students namin, or we have already increased the number of students. That's why MCL po expanded, or MCL acquired po yung mas maganda na learning management system to support yung ating mga students sa kanilang learning. Okay? And this 2020, we have the eFlip, or kasama po dito sa eFlip ang extended learning time. So ano po ba yung extended learning time? So kung titingnan natin sa totoong buhay or dun sa actuals na face-to-face natin na discussion, ang mga quizzes or assignments is sinasubmit nila on the spot or on the day no activity. Pero with this time of pandemic, MCL also adjusted the learning time ng student, kasi hindi naman po lahat ay pare-parehas nung kanilang hindi naman lahat po ay pare-parehas ng learning or ng time frame ng learning po. So Next po is the self-paced learning. So MCL also have acquired the resources. May mga resources po si MCL or meron tayong mga ginagamit na license, may mga subscription po tayo na pinoprovide for our students like Wiley. So ito po ay parang meron kang dalang 10,000 books anytime, anywhere, pwedeng mo siyang i-access. And self-paced learning po, as experience po ng ating mga students, na sinashare po sa amin na since nagkaroon nga po tayo ng pandemic and ng adjustments, so from the first week ng term, binibigay na sa kanila ng mga professors nila yung mga modules, yung mga activities, and extended or hanggang end of the term yung deadline ng ating mga activities. So yun po, mas mahaba or mas may time yung students natin to do or mas may time sila na magawa nila yung kanilang mga activities. Okay po. Next po is ayan. So once we are allowed by the government na magkaroon na tayo ng face-to-face classes, so previously po we have 40 na students, maximum po yan per classroom. So ngayon, i-reduce natin kung papayagan na tayo ng government. So from 40, magiging 15 to 20 students na tayo per classroom. And magkakaroon din tayo ng shifting face-to-face class schedule. And kung makikita po ninyo sa ating next slide, yung nasa left side po ninyo, yun po yung regular na itsura ng classroom natin prior pandemic. Pero since nandito nga tayo sa pandemic situation, pagbalik po ng mga students natin dito sa MCL, so susundin po natin yung mga protocols na binigay po ng government. So kung makikita po ninyo, ito po yung magiging itsura ng ating classroom pagbalik po ng mga students natin dito sa MCL. So sa isang classroom ay magkakaroon lang tayo ng 15 to 20 students po. Okay po. Next is, okay, viewpoint number 3 is from parents and learners. So, habang po kayo ay nanonood, we would like to ask po if ever na meron kayong questions or we can answer it po live. Anyone po from our viewers na from Facebook and YouTube po.
Yeah, so thank you, Mia and Hazel, for discussing the viewpoint. So again, the purpose of this meeting is basically to have a meeting point of all the perspectives about surpassing the limits of the new normal and what changes yung nagkaroon ngayon sa education landscape because of the pandemic. So thank you very much for sharing those insights. And at this point, we'll be opening the floor in our session for questions from our parents and participants. Para kung kayo po ay merong gustong i-clarify, ay masagot po namin ng live. Ayan. So maybe Hazel, we can while waiting for the questions, we can discuss also our admissions procedures and anything that they need to know about open admissions. So isang patada lang mabilisan para makita nila yung mga procedures. And ito naman po ay nasa Facebook and the website din ng MCL, so para hindi tayo ma-information overload, we will just have a quick run through of these procedures to Hazel.
Okay po, sige po. So let's run through with admission procedure. So ito po yung step-by-step application procedures po natin. So first po is fill out the online admission form, which you can find po at join.mcl.edu.ph. And the next step po, yung step number 2 po natin is you will receive a confirmation from the admissions team. So ito po ay automated response. So the moment po na mag-submit po kayo ng application po sa amin, meron na po kayong matatanggap na acknowledgement na natanggap na po ng admissions at ng MCL po yung kanilang mga applications. And then third step po nito is you will pay po the admission fee. So we have the 400 pesos admission fee po. You have two options po in paying the admission fee. So yung first step po natin dito, pay on-site, but due to the general community quarantine or GCQ po, there will be no on-site payment transactions until April 4 or until further notice po. Pwede po tayo sa second option, which is to pay the admission fee off-site or through our online payment channels. So meron po tayong mga online banking, Cebuana Lovellier po, M. Lovellier, GCash, and RCBC over the counter. So yung instructions naman po kung paano po tayo magbabayad, makikita nyo po dito yung link po natin. Pwede po kayo mag-proceed sa website po natin. And nasa Facebook page din po, may information din po tayo sa mga caption ng ating mga posts. Ayan. So after po natin magbayad, number 4, step 4 po natin is you will receive the acceptance letter from the admissions office through your email address rin po. So, importante po na tama po yung mga registered email addresses po natin and active po sila dahil dun po kami frequently makikipag-communicate sa inyo about your admission and application. And then, the fifth and the last step po is enroll na po during the confirmation and registration period starting June 1. Ayan. So, simple lang po yung ating procedure. Meron din po tayong mga assigned na enrollment advisors. So, the moment po na mag-apply po kayo and you have questions, concerns, pwede po kayo makipag-coordinate po sa amin. Sige po, flash po natin ngayon yung ating helplines. Ayan po. So from if your surnames starts from A to C, ako po yung magiging enrollment advisor nyo. So feel free po na mag-email or pwede nyo po kaming tawagan or vice versa po. Pwede rin naman po na ako po yung tatawag sa inyo. For surnames starting from D to L, si Ms. Shai De Silva. Surnames starting from M to R, si Ms. Mia Tatlong Hari po. And then surnames starting from S to Z, si Ms. Zia Hecolea po. Yan. So, if you have concerns, feedback, or meron kayong mga gustong i-discuss po sa amin, we'll be very happy to assist you po. Ayan. So, we are inviting rin po.
Ayan. So I think we have questions already from our viewers. So we can flash those questions. Meron po mga nagtatanong about the matriculation fees and other school fees for specific degree programs. Ang lagi ko pong sinasabi dyan, this one comes from Maraya. I hope I'm pronouncing the name correctly. So, tuition for tourism students. Pagdating po kasi sa tuition fee, napakadaming follow-up questions because we want to get every detail, and that's understandable, and we will be very happy to share with you those important details. That is why naka-post po dito, paki-post team yung ating helplines. Please email us so that we can send you a copy of the breakdown of fees. And if ever meron kayong mga follow-up questions, pwede namin kayong tawagan or sagutin namin through email para mabigay yung mga important details na kailangan. Ayan. So, thank you very much for asking the question about tuition fees. Meron din po mga question about the senior high school. So, senior high school po ba ay full online pa rin this coming school year? Maganda po yung tanong na yan. But I would like to emphasize that all schools actually are dependent on the mandate or the directive of the government if face-to-face classes will be allowed. So hanggang sa ngayon po ay wala pang binibigay na direktiba ang gobyerno habang nananatiling fully online yung school year 2020-2021. So yung kasunod po na academic year o school year 2021-2022, antabayanan po natin yung advisory ng government. Pero ito po ay personal opinion that I would like to share with our parents and listeners. ang sabi po ng gobyerno, by no less than our President also, mag-open lamang ang face-to-face classes once na meron ng bakuna, and that does not end there. Meaning to say, the vaccination program must be implemented and rolled out properly and effectively. So ngayon po, nag-uumpisa pa lang tayo ng vaccination program at tayo po ay nandoon pa sa priority number 1 yata. And ano pong ibig sabihin? Tandaan po natin na yung mga bata, yung mga age ng senior high school at kahit college, ay wala sila doon sa top priority for the vaccination. And just a personal analysis, habang nagba-vaccinate po tayo doon sa priority sectors, we need to contain the virus. And one of the strategies is actually to control the mobility of the young na hindi priority sa vaccination. So ano pong ibig sabihin? Mukhang hindi mo napapayagan yung paglabas ng mga bata dahil bagamat hindi sila vulnerable sa COVID-19 as what the medical experts are saying, they could be carriers. So, ang hirap naman noon na binabakunahan natin tong grupo na to, tapos itong kabilang grupo naman ay sila naman yung nagkakalat ng virus. So, mahirap po yun. Kaya ang nagiging strategy po ngayon, kung mapapansin ninyo, is to contain the disease by controlling the mobility of the people who are not priority for the vaccination. So, pagdasal po natin na bumalik na sa normal at makapagpabalik na rin tayo sa mga eskwelahan. And earlier, Mia presented some of the plans of the school that will give the parents the assurance of our readiness to reopen the school for blended face-to-face classes if ever the government will allow us to do so. But for the meantime, kung hindi pa rin po tayo papayagan, tayo rin po ay nakahanda sa fully online school year. As a matter of fact, we are running a fully online academic year for senior high school and college. And during our first Viewpoint session last February, nagtanong po ako sa aming mga participants, lalo na yung mga senior high school students. Can you name top 3 challenges that you are encountering at this time of the pandemic in terms of learning, schooling, and basically education in the new normal? And ito po yung top 3 na sagot nila. Number 1 is confusion. So they are saying that they are having difficulty adjusting to the new normal because they are confused. Bakit? Dahil itong subject na to, dito magkaklase sa teams, itong subject na to, ito po ay dun sa mga school nila, yung current school nila, kasi ang tinatanong ko po dito ay yung mga senior high school, or rather junior high school sa labas. Wala po kaming junior high. So ang sabi po nila yon, confusion. Yung Pilipino, nagkaklase sa Teams, yung English, nagkaklase sa Google Classroom, yung PE, at saka yung Home Economics, nagkaklase sa Messenger. So, naguguluhan daw po yung mga bata. And sabi ko po, maswerte pala yung mga students ng senior high school and college of MCL because everything that they need for online learning can be found in Blackboard Learn. So, lahat ng klase po ay nasa loob ng Blackboard Learn. So, yung confusion ay mababawasan kung hindi man mawawala dahil naka-compile sa Blackboard Learn lang sila pupunta. Kung yung mga teachers magkaklase sa Teams, magkaklase sa Google Classroom, magkaklase sa Blackboard Collaborate, lahat po yon ay makikita pa rin sa Blackboard Learn. So, hindi po malilito yung mga bata dun sa aspeto na yon. And another thing is that we are providing digital solutions to our students and faculty members at this time of the new normal. And once a student enrolls and gets a Blackboard Learn account, he or she will be given an access to more than 10,000 titles of Wiley, which is bundled with our subscription sa Blackboard Learn. And para siyang merong dala laging digital library. So gone were the days that we need to buy textbooks for our children because they are provided more or less 10,000 titles. So para siyang may dalang library sa kanyang mobile phone, sa kanyang tablet, o sa kanyang computer. So that's how we package the online learning experience for our students through our learning management system, which is Blackboard Learn. Ang second na struggle or challenge ng mga students, according to our informal poll or survey last time, was number one, confusion. Ang second ay yung stress and depression. Ayan, kasi nga naman, it goes without saying na kapag confused ka, madali kang ma-stress. Kasi nalilito ka kung saan pupunta, saan mag-aaral, saan yung lessons, and organizing things in a learning management system is very effective in reducing the stress level among our students. Yan. So yun po yung mga kagandahan ng merong learning management system. And the reason why we are paying millions for that is we want to organize and manage the learning experience effectively. Yan. So ang third naman po ay sabi confusion, the second is yung stress at saka yung depression. Ang third na sinasabi po nila ay yung difficulty in adjusting. Yan. So sabi naman po natin, lahat naman ay nag-a-adjust. So yung difficulty, hindi nangangahulugan na imposible, nahihirapan lang, pero nakakapag-adjust din naman later. That's why it's very important that faculty members are very much proactive to assist the students in adjusting to the new normal. Kaya our faculty members are open to the concerns of our students via email, via Microsoft Teams. Kaya yung mga students po namin as they enroll, they are given license of Microsoft Office para yung mga bundled applications and software ng Microsoft Office ay magamit nila for online learning and for communicating with the faculty members. So at the end of the day, it's all about openness to the situation that we are having now, and flexibility, an open mindset that we can surpass the limits of the new normal. So yun po, be it fully online, be it blended, Malayan Colleges Laguna Amapua School is ready to accommodate students in those two modalities. Yeah. So meron pa ba tayong other questions? How can we avail scholarship? That's from Jerica. Thank you for the question. Ang scholarship natin will be given on competitive basis. So we will be scheduling a scholarship exam. Mga bandang July yan. Pakiantabayanan sa ating social media pages and website for the scholarship exam for students who will be entering senior high school and college for academic year 2021-2022. So, bakit competitive? Kasi nga scholarship siya. So, definitely, the assessment and evaluation of the would-be scholars must be standardized. That's why we opt to have a face-to-face scholarship exam for those who are aspiring to be academic scholars for the coming school year. Okay, do we have other questions? Available po ba yung mechanical engineering next school year? Yes. Mechanical engineering is one of our pioneer programs since 2007, and our success story in the licensure exam of ME since 2012 have made us land in the top performing schools in the second tier in terms of good passing rate in the board exam as recognized by the Professional Regulatory Commission or PRC. And we are very happy and we are very proud of our ME faculty and the Mapua Institute of Technology at Laguna or MITL. MITL is our College of Engineering and Architecture, and napakaganda po ng programa na yan. And as mentioned, it is open. Allow me also to take this opportunity to promote our fully online programs. Maybe our team can flash our slide for the fully online programs. We have Bachelor of Science in Electronics Engineering, Bachelor of Science in Information Technology, and Bachelor of Science in Industrial Engineering. So itong mga fully online programs na ito, from the term itself, fully online. So the entire 4 years of the program will be on fully online mode. Ibig sabihin, hindi nila kailangan pumasok. The courses are the same. The delivery is basically adjusted into fully online environment, but the competencies and the outcomes required will be the same for those 3 programs. Okay, so Bachelor of Science in ECE, Bachelor of Science in IE, and Bachelor of Science in IT. Can we show them our slide for the fully online programs? Yan. So open yung enrollment din natin sa fully online. For more information about our fully online programs, please call our helplines and we will be happy to assist you on open admissions and application and all the details relevant to our fully online programs. So magkaka-license ba? Magkaka-license pa rin ba yung electronics engineering kahit fully online? Yes. So we are granted by the Commission on Higher Education the special permit to offer fully online degree programs in ECE, IE, and IT for school year 2020-2021. And ngayon po, sa coming school year, ay i-open din natin yung mga programs na yan. So, kung kayo yung medyo nag-aalangan pa na lumabas ng bahay para pumasok sa school, ito yung programa para sa inyo. Kung kayo yung nagtatrabaho na at hindi maisingit sa schedule yung pagpasok on a regular basis, ito yung programa na para sa inyo. Dahil fully online yan at self-paced, so meaning to say, walang structured na class schedule na susundin, deadlines will be flexible, and there will be dedicated life coaches who will serve as people who will be assisting the students of the fully online in making success stories in their academic journey. Yan. Kaya ang tawag sa kanila ay life coaches or success coaches sa fully online programs. Okay, so again, if you want to ask some other details about the fully online programs, open admissions and enrollment, and everything about MCL, please contact our helplines. Pwede niyo silang tawagan sa ating mga mobile phones. Meron din tayong Viber group. Meron din tayong Telegram group. So we will be sending details on how you can join our Viber group. Pwede ba nating i-post dito sa comment section yung ating instructions for Viber? And kung gusto nyo sumali dun sa Viber group so that you can always get relevant information about MCL, ay mas madali. Sa panahon po kasi ngayon, gusto man namin kayong tanggapin dito sa school para sa inyong mga inquiries, ay hindi po natin magawa because Laguna is placed under GCQ and we are complying with the government restrictions and protocols. Kaya kami po ay nag-reach out sa inyo sa lahat ng paraang available. Mobile phone, email, telephone, Viber, through Viewpoints. Lahat po ng possible avenues that we can discuss about open admissions and enrollment, gagawin po yan ng admissions team. So thank you po dun sa mga nagtanong and maybe we can entertain some other questions before we end the program in a bit while. So, meron tayong questions dito. Kailangan po bang complete ang requirements for enrollment? That's from Melanie. Mas maganda po kung kompleto. Kung kulang naman po, maganda kung malaman namin kung ano po yung kulang para mabigyan namin kayo ng mga alternative documents to submit. So, paano po natin gagawin yan? Contact our helplines and be transparent about the documents that you can produce to enroll or to enroll your child in senior high school or college. And if ever there are missing documents or documents that will still have to be completed o hindi pa makuha sa pinanggalingang junior high school or senior high school, maa-advise po kayo. Kaya po merong mga enrollment advisors na naka-assign sa bawat applicant para matulungan nila kayo dito sa mga documentary issues at matapos natin yung admissions, application, and enrollment. So we'll be flashing again our contact numbers for our helplines so that you will be guided. Sa panahon po ngayon, lagi naming sinasabi yan na napaka-importanteng medyo proactive tayo sa pag-communicate ng mga importanteng bagay for open admissions and enrollment. Yan. Dapat lagi tayong happy kahit na 9,000 na yung COVID cases ay dapat happy pa rin tayo. Kagaya ni Sia at saka ni Steph na happy pa rin sila. Ayan. Kaya po yung fully online programs, that's one way to boost the flexibility of our learning programs. That's why we developed that fully online program. Hindi naman po natin maiaalis na marami pa rin sa atin ang takot na lumabas sa bahay at paaralin yung mga anak because of the pandemic. That's perfectly understandable. Safety first. That's why we are offering the fully online program. But I would like to be quick in saying that despite having the fully online programs, meron pa rin po tayong mga regular programs ng ECE, IE, and IT. Sa totoo lang po, ito yung mga programs na napaka-resilient kahit na pandemic. Anong ibig sabihin ng resilient? Ito yung mga matatag, ito yung flexible, ito yung sumusunod sa mga demands ng industries dahil nakaka-work from home yung mga employees na nandito sa field na to, and they can continuously operate their respective workplaces remotely. Kaya kung ganun ang vision natin for ourselves or for our children, it could be better or best if we could start the training as early as now so that we can develop the mindset of being flexible and being adaptive. Yan. So meron po bang additional questions from our viewers and listeners? Mia and Hazel, join me so that we can, how about ang acceptance letter? Kailangan po ba makatanggap muna bago mag-enroll? Yes po, definitely. But as of the moment, we have not issued the acceptance letter, but you have already received the notification via email. So ang pending na lang po ay yung acceptance letter dahil nakalagay na rin po doon yung eksaktong appointment ninyo for enrollment and the specific procedures that you need to follow. Kaya po medyo nagtatagal po yan dahil gusto namin ang mabibigay sa inyong instruction ay yung hindi napapalitan later. Otherwise ay magkakagulo-gulo tayo, magkakaproblema tayo pag nagbabawi tayo ng instruction. Pangalawa po, ayan yung ating mga helplines. Please feel free to contact our enrollment advisors so that they can assist you in your specific enrollment concerns. So may questions pa ba tayo, Hazel and Mia? Parang okay yung peg ni Mia na medyo nakatagilid.
Yes po, ayan po. So we have another question here po. Kapag blended learning po ba kami nag-enroll, magkakaroon pa rin po ba kami ng access dun po sa sinasabi po ninyong mobile library since blended learning has also online classes?
Yeah, pakisagot na din. Mia and Hazel. Nag-worry si John Kenneth about paano pag hindi fully online yung in-enroll ko, kaya naman bumalik na sa face-to-face. Di ba? May access pa rin ba kami sa digital library? Yes. Because as I have mentioned, yung digital library ay naka-bundle sa Blackboard Learn. And all our students for both senior high school and college are automatically given Blackboard Learn account after enrolling. Yan. So, huwag kang mabahala, John Kenneth. Di ba? Ang Blackboard ang magbibigay sa iyo ng susi sa mga digital resources and the other digital solutions for learning. Okay? Do we have other concerns and questions?
Another
Senior high school student po ang anak ko. Sige, pakibasa. This is one is from OJ.
from OJ Hecha. Hi, good morning. All students here, high school student po ang anak ko. Are we not exempted from online application for college? Thank you, sir. I think ito po ay current grade 12 student natin, sir. So, lahat po ng ating, lahat po mag-apply for college, kailangan po nating mag-undergo or kailangan po natin mag-fill out ng application form sa ating website po. Kanina, napakita po natin or present po natin yung link. So, you can also visit our Facebook page. Nandun din po yung link kung saan yung application form po natin. And lahat po ng applicants ay kailangan mag-fill out ng application form po. Ayan po.
Ayan, kasi we will not be able to capture the data of the student if you will not be applying via open admissions and enrollment. So please feel free to ask our admissions team about yung mga proseso po na to. So we are very happy that we have a good number of senior high school students and graduating grade 12 students who are interested to enter our college programs. And dalawang bagay po yan. Number one, kailangan namin makuha yung personal information ninyo dahil baka mapagbitangan kami ni Sia at saka ni Steph na nag-assume kami na dito kayo magka-college. So by submitting open application or open admissions and application, that's already giving your consent for us to process your admission. And second, malaman po namin yung program na i-enrollan ninyo. And third, bibigyan po kayo ng regalo ni Hazel at ni Mia. So lahat po ng aming mga new applicants ay makakatanggap ng admissions kit. So for new students po yan, those are giveaways from the MCL admissions team para mas solidify po yung MCL wizard spirit doon sa ating mga new students. Ayan. Do we have other questions?
Ayan po. So we have another question here. Is it possible to attend classes online for college, such as computer engineering, whilst in another country since classes are still online? Ayan po. So, in our current situation po, since wala pa rin naman po tayong go signal from the government, yes po, pwede rin po tayo umattend po ng classes online. However, ang magiging concern na po kasi natin dito, once na magkaroon po tayo ng go signal from the government that we can resume with a blended learning po. So wala pa po kasi tayong fully online na program for computer engineering. Ayan. So baka po maging concern natin later on yung face-to-face classes.
We have
wala
another
pa pong announcement ang government on face-to-face classes. Kahit nasang lugar po kayo, pwede kayo mag-online. Pero once na ma-require na po yung or rather mapayagan na yung face-to-face classes, kailangan nyo na mag-attend dito. Yan. Meron yata question si Godwin. Suki yata natin si Godwin. Tama ba? Ayan. Hi Godwin, we'll read your question. Nia and Hazel.
Okay, ang question po ni Godwin ay may service po ba in case na magkaroon tayo ng face-to-face? So, on our previous, in the pandemic po, we have shuttle services. Meron po kami sa Santa Rosa, Binyan, Calamba, San Pedro, and Muntinlupa, meron din po. So, per ride, ng bayad sa shuttle service natin. So, if ever na magkaroon tayo na face-to-face possible na magkaroon ulit tayo ng shuttle services po.
Okay. So meron. That's part of our auxiliary services to our students by providing point-to-point shuttle to our senior high school and college students. So may picture nga kami niyan para makita nyo that we are compliant with the LTFRB restrictions on the coding of vehicles and the accreditation requirement for both DepEd and CHED. So, meron yan sabi nga ni Mia, meron yan sa Calamba, meron yan sa Canlubang, meron yan sa Paseo de Santa Rosa, Walter Mart Santa Rosa, Binyan, San Pedro, and Muntinlupa. So those are point-to-point shuttle services, meaning to say, merong mga designated pick-up points. And kung yan po ay mapapayagan na, ang face-to-face classes, we can assure the parents that our shuttle service providers will also be complying with the safety and health protocols while in transit. Yeah. So thank you, Godwin, for raising that question, because we're very sure that a lot of our listeners and viewers are interested also to know the details about our shuttle service. Okay. Malungkot daw si Mia at si Hazel. Ayan. Parehas lang po ba ang tuition ng fully online program and regular class program? Yes. Parehas po ang tuition niyan. Kasi bagamat walang magaganap na physical classes sa fully online, kagaya ng binanggit ko po kanina, meron din siyang mga additional costs kagaya ng live coaches, kagaya ng mga digital solutions, kagaya ng design ng curriculum for the fully online. Yun po yung ginastusan dun sa bagay na yon. So bagamat walang mga miscellaneous fees on the use of facilities, na convert naman yung mga facilities na to into virtual, into online materials that will support the fully online learning programs. So parang yung gastos sa kaliwang kanan, sa kanang kamay, nilipat lang natin sa kaliwa para ma-support yung fully online learning para sa ating mga students. Okay? Meron pa ba tayong other concerns? Thank you, Elma, for raising that concern on the tuition fee for fully online and regular program offerings. Pag kailangan nyo po ng detalye on the tuition fee, please feel free to contact our helplines, and our admissions team members will be happy to assist you and discuss to you the breakdown and the other details on school fees for both senior high school and college. This one is from Ariel. New student po ang anak ko, senior high school. How to enroll po sa STEM? So Hazel, pakipasadaan lang natin yung ating open admissions and application procedure for the benefit of Ariel and other parents who are listening and viewing our presentation this morning. So paki-discuss yung ating steps for application and enrollment.
Okay po, so to enroll, first po is to submit po your admission or application dito po sa, nakikita niyo pong link, that's join.mcl.edu.ph. So pagka po pinuntahan niyo po yung link na yan, automatically po mag-proceed na po yan doon sa form or application form po natin. Once submitted po, you will receive a response from the admissions team. Makakatanggap po kayo ngayon ng email from us na ina-acknowledge po namin yung sinubmit niyo po na application. And then third step po, ito na po yung pag-settle po natin ng application fee. So we have the 400 pesos na admission fee. Dalawa yung option po natin dito in paying. First is yung on-site payment po. However, due to GCQ po, ni-refrain po muna natin yung on-site transaction until April 4 po or until further notice. Si step 2 naman or si option 2 naman po is yung off-site payment channels natin. So pwede nyo po i-settle yung admission fee natin through RCBC online banking, RCBC over-the-counter, GCash, Cebuana Luwelier, and M. Luwelier po. Yan. So yung fourth step po niyan, you'll be receiving yung ating acceptance letter. So, inclusion na po doon yung enrollment guidelines po natin, which is yung sa step 5 na po. Yan. So, step 5 is you will enroll during the confirmation and registration period starting June 1. Ayan po, yung simplified na process natin for the application. Makikita nyo rin po ito sa Facebook page ni MCL. Nandun din po yung mga link natin to help you and to guide you po din po sa process po natin. And so thank you po, Sir Ariel, for raising your concern. So meron pa po ba tayong question?
Ayan, so is it possible to send copies of grades of students to parents' email address? Yan, unfortunately po hindi po because we are mandated to strictly follow the confidentiality of student records and marami maiinis dyan. Sasabihin, ako nagpapaaral, ako nagbabayad ng tuition fee and yet hindi ko makita yung grades ng mga bata. Meron po kasi talagang ganong restriction. Kaya po ang pinakamabilis po dyan ay hingin nyo dun sa bata. Kasi sabi nyo nga kayo po ang nagpapaaral. So much more po na mare-require ninyo yung bata na ipakita yung mga grades. So kung ito po ay college students, meron din po tayong parent portal. So once you register for the parent portal, you can see the grades of the students every trimester for college. For senior high school po, dahil tayo ay nag-shift to semester this school year, nagde-develop po tayo ng hiwalay na parent portal for our senior high school. And maybe for the next school year ay available na po yan. So paumanhin po that we cannot send the report cards to the parents as of the moment. Ang pinag-uusapan po natin dito ay yung proactively sending emails to our parents, baka hindi po natin magagawa yon. Pero upon request naman po, kung mag-email yung mga parents, magre-request po sila at mabe-verify natin yung identity, lalo na't wala pang 18 years old yung bata, mabibigay po natin yung copies ng mga grade na yan. Kapag above 18 po, unfortunately, we need to get the consent of the student kahit na parent po yung nagre-request. Ganun po kahigpit yung ating policy on that. And for college, yan po ay CHED ang nag-utos, hindi naman po ang MCL, plus yung ating Data Privacy Act of 2012. Kaya po ang lagi naming sinasabi is, para po mas mabilis, you can get access to the grades of the student by getting the password from them. Para makita nyo yung 1MCL or check the parent portal kung kayo po ay registered parent and you are already granted access to the parent portal. So thank you, Doris, for raising that concern. Gusto po namin gawin yan para laging updated ang mga parents. Pero meron po tayo kasing mga patakaran na kailangang masunod kahit na medyo labag sa ating kalooban dahil ito po ay pagprotekta din sa karapatan ng mga students. So, meron po tayong mga sinusunod na procedure on that. Pero meron pong alternatives. Yung mga nabanggit ko po na access parent portal, access 1MCL through the student, or have a validated request from the registrar's office. Yan. Paano po yung parent portal ng college student? I-register nyo po yan. All you have to do is to email. Actually po, automatic sana yung registration niyan kung yung email address na binigay nung parent nung nag-enroll yung bata for the first time ay active. Kasi doon po magsasend ng authentication notice and instruction para mabuksan yung parent portal. In the event po na mali yung na-encode na email address upon enrollment ng parent, yun po, kailangan yung mag-email sa aming help desk. So that's helpdesk at mcl.edu.ph. Okay, email po kayo sa helpdesk at mcl.edu.ph para ma-verify po nila kung kayo po ay registered parent ng bata at mabigyan kayo ng access sa parent portal. Huwag po sasamahin loob ninyo na hindi namin kayo ma-assist sa bagay na yan. Bakit po? Kasi pag pinadaan nyo po sa amin yung inyong request, may mga itatanong po ang help desk sa amin na hindi naman namin alam. Kaya mas maganda po, mas magiging mabilis po kung kayo na ang direktang makikipag-usap sa help desk para pag nag-validate sila ng personal information ay automatic, readily mabibigay nyo yon sa kanila for the processing of your application and access to the parent portal. Okay, this one is again from John Kenneth. Required po ba na STEM ang dapat kinuhang strand sa senior high if we want to enroll in engineering courses? So Mia and Hazel, you may want to answer the concern of John Kenneth about the strand.
Sige po. Bali po, hindi naman po required na kailangan STEM po yung tinapos nyo for senior high school kung kayo po ay mag-enroll na engineering courses. Mas maganda lang po kung align po tayo STEM to engineering, pero hindi naman po natin nire-require yun.
Okay. Do we have other concerns? Ito po yung mga instructions natin for joining our Viber and Telegram groups. Join po kayo dyan para makakuha kayo ng regular updates from the admissions team and masagot po namin yung mga immediate concerns ninyo through our Viber group. Ilan na ba yung members natin ng Viber group sa ngayon? 230 at 23 kasi kabubukas pa lang. Ayan. Hindi po namin kasi pwedeng i-join automatically lahat dahil baka ayaw naman nila mag-join dun sa group. Kaya po ang pag-join po ay individual. So we're sharing the QR code, pakiscan po and go to Viber so that you can join our group and get updates through Viber and Telegram. Okay? So I think that's it. We have no more questions in our live event Q&A. And maybe kung may mga tanong po kayo na hindi na ihabol sa ating live viewpoints, we are posting again our helplines and our links to our Viber and Telegram communities so that if you have concerns, you can easily get in touch with us. So thank you, Hazel, Mia, Sia, and Steph for joining us for Viewpoints for March 27, 2021. Again, this is James Ronald Messina, and I'm looking forward to welcoming our parents and students, new students to enroll for our college programs. And sana po lahat ng mga concerns natin about new online learning will be ma-address immediately. And sana po ay marami po kayong natutunan ngayon dito sa ating Viewpoint session. And meron po tayong another series of Viewpoints. This afternoon, we'll be talking about senior high school programs. And in the next Saturdays, we will be scheduling also specific sessions for the different programs hosted by the different colleges. So kung meron po kayong mga specific na tanong sa mga colleges, ito po yung mga schedule nila. For April 10, in the morning, we'll have senior high school. In the afternoon, we'll have Mapua Institute of Technology at Laguna. That's our College of Engineering and Architecture. So if you have questions on the programs, engineering and architecture, please attend the Viewpoints on April 10, 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. On April 17, 2 p.m. to 4 p.m., we'll be having another Viewpoints for the E.T. Yuchenko College of Business. April 24, 2 p.m. to 4 p.m., College of Computer and Information Science. And May 8, 10 a.m., 12 p.m., College of Arts and Science, 2 p.m. to 4 p.m., Mapua PTC College of Maritime Education and Training. Yan. So attend po tayo dyan sa mga sessions na yan so that you can be updated about the different program offerings and specific information about these degree programs. So, on behalf of the administrators of Malayan Colleges Laguna, Mapua School, our faculty members, employees, and the entire academic services team, maraming salamat po for joining. And sana po magkita-kita ulit tayo sa ibang sessions ng Viewpoints and all other activities of Malayan Colleges Laguna, Mapua School. Ingat po tayong lahat and good morning po sa ating lahat.